Welcome back to Recognized Game presented by Gym Mint 10 Sports. I'm your boy EB, the owner and creator of In My Bag Apparel. With me as always is my younger brother, the head barber and owner of Bully's Cuts and Styles in Denver, Colorado, CB the Bully. What's happening, homie?
Hello, brother, friend, confidant. How you doing?
Salutations. We got a lot to get in. Not too much to get into today. We're going to talk a little basketball. We'll talk about the NBA standings. The Final Four, for the men's side at least, has been set. Got a little bit of shoe news. But we wanted to start off.
More like shoe of the week.
I got a little bit of shoe news.
Okay.
I don't know if it's news, but anyway. We'll start off a little different this week. Just continuing on with the conversation that we were having off camera. Because we miss some of these things usually when we're just talking about shit. We haven't started the show right away, so we just continue talking. Caleb was reminding me about his love for Flowrider. Go back.
Hold on. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. The song was playing, Welcome to My House by Flowrider. And I said, that is his best song.
It's better than Low, 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 Low?
Way better than Low. I think he does have some songs with T-Pain that are pretty good. But Welcome to My House.
Ooh, what about Whistle? I couldn't think of any.
There you go. There's enough. Okay.
I couldn't think of any off the top of my head, so I had to look.
Is Flowrider like the Black Bash? I don't know. Because Bash had 3-4 good songs too.
Oh, I don't know any of these other songs.
That's what I'm saying. I just looked through his discography too, and all we know is Low and that one.
Whistle and My House.
Okay, Whistle, which is definitely about.
Shorty blew that whistle, baby. Whistle, baby. Let me know.
I think that's about eating poon or, the other way.
Right. Either way, it was very melodic. Yes, so sir. I would probably have to agree with you then if that Flowrider's best song is My House.
There Goes My Baby in 2014.
It's at the very least it's in the top 3.
Oh, most definitely. Shout out Flowrider.
Shout out Flowrider, man. He's probably got something he's working on right now that's going to blow everybody's socks off. What do you think Flowrider's doing right now?
He might be a writer. He might be writing for people.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? There might be some shit out there that Flowrider is credited with.
Is he helping Drake out?
He could be.
You think Drake's hiring Flowrider to write a track?
Flowrider might be helping Nelly revamp his career. I don't know.
I did see this little interview with Will Smith talking about who he talked to about him getting back into rap right now. And the two main people he talked about were Jay-Z and Kendrick.
Damn, I thought for sure it had been Jordan Lucas.
No, it was those two.
Was he trying to be the best of all time?
Well, no. His thing was he asked Jay, like, how do I get back into this? I want to get back into this. And Jay's advice was to, you're going to see things, you're going to want to do those things. You see what other rappers are doing and how they're being successful, but that's not going to work for you. You gotta be real to you, be true to you, and do your thing. And then Kendrick's thing was like, say all the shit you were scared to say before.
That definitely sounds like Kendrick.
So like this, I didn't have high hopes after that one iPhone music video we saw. But if that's the kind of advice he's getting, there could be something there. It could be some hot fire coming from the Fresh Prince.
As long as it's not like that bar he had with he was rapping with when he was like rappers think that I'm soft. Yeah, well, Microsoft. As long as it's not like that, we good, man.
But if it's like, I don't even know. It could be just a whole new Will Smith thing.
It is, bro. It's the angry Will. It's the Will after the slap Will, bro.
Is this the same as like John Cena heel turn? As we're getting the Will Smith heel turn now?
For sure.
Is that what it was since the slap and then since the knuckles with the watch?
Yeah, that might be a segment, bro, to look out for, like heel turns. in the
Heel
industry.
turns.
Heel
So
turns in the industry, man. Who's doing that?
I could see this being the Will Smith heel turn.
It could be the Will Smith heel turn.
Even though I don't know if hip hop anybody really wants to be a bad boy right now. See what I did there?
Yeah, definitely stop bringing that up in the next movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be another one. I ain't even seen the last one. I'm sure there's gonna be another one.
Yeah, probably. I think there's gonna be another one. That wasn't even what I was talking about. I didn't even do that on purpose. I was talking about Diddy.
I know. And then I thought you were just, bad boy.
No, that's just how good I am. Really, let's just call it out like it is. You're welcome, everybody. Let's get into some basketball, man. For the second time in history, all four number one seeds have made it to the Final Four in the NCAA tournament. We have
Auburn, Houston, Duke versus Florida. Is that what it's gonna be?
exactly, and it looked to be two different roads traveled to get here. Auburn seemed to have a pretty close game today, and it was a nail biter for Florida, who was down 10-12 with like 6 minutes to go in that game yesterday. And then the other two teams kind of breezed, both like a 19 and 20-point wins.
Right.
But and I've talked to a lot of people over the last week or two about the tournament this year, and even though everybody's bracket may have been busted early as hell, especially with like St. John's and teams like that going out, for the most part, the feel is the selection committee got it right. And at the end of the day, if you have all teams that were ranked as the top four teams in this tournament, that's kind of got to kind of be vindication as far as selection committees go, because you're looking for the one seeds to be the best, and here we are at the end.
Right.
It's the last one standing.
It's like all four of these teams do have the same record. It's kind of wild, but yeah, these are the top teams that should be in it. Who you think is winning it, man?
What are the matchups?
It's Florida versus Duke, and then Houston versus
Auburn.
Auburn. Yeah,
Oh,
that's going to be a game. But I think I don't know, man.
I keep waiting for something to go wrong for Duke, and it just might not.
Just might not. Might be a breeze. That Auburn Houston game might be the closest game.
Man, I don't know, because it's been a couple of times where Florida looks like, oh man, somebody might take them out, and they've been able to pull it off. Are you going to be able to pull something like that off against Duke?
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's no getting lucky, man. You gotta
go win this game.
Yeah, right off rip. No getting back in that game. They might run away with it.
I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, man,
this is the most fun that I've had during a tournament since I think Ball and De'Aaron Fox went at it.
Damn, that was a good time too.
I think Zion was cool.
Houston Duke
in the finals.
I have Florida in my bracket, but these last two games,
yeah,
it's just, and then like just the way Duke seemed to be turning it up, especially since Cooper Flag came back from the injury to start the tournament. I'm gonna go Houston Duke in the final.
Yeah, I actually got it the same way. I don't see Auburn getting it finished. Too many close.
If Florida doesn't play with their food, though, it could be interesting. Though both these games will be good.
Yeah, and I'm still watching, women's as well.
Oh yeah,
watching UConn do their thing.
I like USC staying alive without Juju, even though that sucks. I had USC winning this game in my bracket, but obviously this is before the Juju injury.
Right.
And Page just put up 40. So
be a monster.
So I'm watching UConn and South Carolina. I had South Carolina as my winner, but if Page is putting up 40, there's not a lot you can do about that. The soon to be number one overall pick in the WNBA draft.
Oh, for sure. That would be the Dirk Nowitzki of the NCAA.
As good as the men's tournament's been, I'm still more locked in on the women's.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
For a while, up until like the Sweet 16, I think I had 14 of the 16, right? Like I was in the top 99 percentile in brackets for like the first half of the tournament.
Yeah, South Carolina could definitely get it done too.
Yeah. They don't look like they're gonna give it up anytime soon.
What you think of these 1v1 tournaments, man? What you think?
Who do we know who all 8 of them are?
I didn't even know there was 8 of them.
Are you talking about the Pat Beverly one?
I knew about Mike Beasley and Lance Stevenson.
Okay, so there's that one. It's just that's like a singular one-on-one joint. I heard of somebody else might be doing one, but their Pat Bev is hosting a one-on-one like tournament, and it's 8 former players, and they go one-on-one for like 100 and win against 100,000 or something.
I like it.
But I think and then it's all the dudes. It's the ones that have been talking mess. I think that are the ones involved. So it'll be like Brandon Jennings, Lou Will, like and a couple of other maybe I don't know if like Nick Young and some of those other guys probably like that. And then I also saw you see the Creators League. It's like a 4-on-4 league that's all content creators, and then the four captains for the league are all former players.
Okay.
So one of the captains was all right. Brandon Jennings is one of them. Nick Young, Austin Rivers, and Lou Will. And then I saw like it had who was all on their teams and shit. I didn't know a lot of them, but I noticed the dudes from the You Should Know pod, and like a few others. So like it's all fours, and that's another league they got going on. And then Dwight Howard also is starting the league and shit, trying to get all former players together and do some shit or something too. Like, but to bring together overseas aspects. On top of that, the league is meeting. The next league meetings in New York, I think coming up soon, like this week. It's going to ownership vote onto whether go forward with the NBA Europe League or not. So like that's coming quick.
It's a lot of basketball.
It's a lot of hoop, and I love it.
What would you be cool with a 1v1 like league? Would you tune into it, or would it be something like a Jake Paul fight where it's just like a cool little main event, maybe a couple 1v1s before, and
the only way you could really tune into a 1v1 like league, say you got maybe say 16 players, do 16 players, do it every summer, but then every year it's got to be all new players. And I think that would be hard to do because you don't want to see the same dudes going one-on-one every season.
You might get dry real quick. Huh?
Yeah, so you got to freshen up the whole and maybe keep the last year's champ. Keep
right.
maybe all right. So keep top 3 from the season before. Bring in 13 other dudes and see if those top 3 can still make it through. And that's how I would do it.
Do weight classes matter? Do positions matter?
No, man, you got to guard up. You got to play D. Like it's like no, that don't matter.
I like it.
You know that.
Yeah, I like it.
How long we play against bigger players? Me especially.
Mm-hmm.
No size don't matter. Find your advantage.
I like it. I'm here for it.
That would be cool though.
Yeah.
If anybody uses that idea, just know they stole it from Recognized Game, and we're not going to be mad about it, but we would like some compensation.
Please, and thank you in advance.
That's all we ask. It shouldn't be too much to ask. It was our idea. You heard it here first. Let's talk about a little about these NBA standings, man. What are you seeing? What are you thinking? How you feeling?
Excuse me. It looks like the East is staying kind of where it's at. I'd like to see the Bucks move a little further up. It is impressive seeing Detroit in 5th right now. Magic sitting tight at 8. They're up. The Bulls are 3 games behind right there. The East hasn't changed too much. The West.
Oh, let's stay in the East for a sec. I am interested to see like if Orlando I know there's no Jalen Suggs for the rest of the year, which is tough for them. But if they can recapture anything close to what they were to start the season,
Right.
going into the playoffs, I mean, they're going to be in the 8th seed. Beating Cleveland's probably not going to happen if they don't get any movement there. But like, if it wasn't for that, they could make some noise trying to recapture that. Did you see that? They called it a brawl with the Wolves and the Pistons today.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know who it is with the Pistons, but I feel like somebody's trying to keep that bad boy image alive.
Well, it's at the very least is Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, but who's putting the battery in his back?
Shit, probably Isaiah Thomas.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's somebody like, yo,
Bill
it's
Lambier.
okay for us to throw a little extra elbow and shit sometime. But I
Bill
like
Lambier's got him back there punching brick walls.
yeah, yeah. I like DiVincenzo standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
I did see him get a couple cheap shots in though. Like he was the only person not getting held back, just swinging.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like you know what I did notice though.
He was the smallest thing in there.
I noticed something and it almost made it to my L. Is that with all of the players that were involved in that and all of the officials and security guards and everybody that came in that weren't able to break that shit up right away, you know who they were able to stop? Rudy Gobert. He's back there behind everybody, just tall, looking like he's gonna do something, but ain't doing shit. Just behind the whole thing, I saw this fan angle of the whole thing, and he's just back there into the basket with his shoulders on people, just not doing a fucking thing.
Frenchmen aren't fighters, bro. Frenchmen don't fight, man. It's the language of love.
The views of CB the Bully do not directly reflect those of both members of Recognized Game or Gym at 10 Sports.
Honestly, though, if you look
Slap
at
a whole
UFC,
disclaimer. Wow.
you look at UFC historically, Frenchmen are the worst fighters.
So the Western Conference.
Yeah, the Western Conference. I'm looking at the Lakers, you know, at 5th. I believe Grizzlies are at 6th.
They're 4-5.
Oh, 4-5. So they'd be seeing each other.
And they'll see each other tomorrow. Oh no.
We just played them.
They both play tomorrow though. I was excited for the doubleheader.
Yeah, we just played them. We almost had them up by 20 some point in the game. They made a comeback. They were only down by 2 at one time, and the Lakers were managed to pull it out. But if we were to see this game beat this team in a 7-game series, I think we'd be all right.
I agree. We got about 8-ish games to go in the season, so we're pretty close to locking in these positions.
Right, and then you know what we would have to get tickets to is what Nuggets Warriors. We've been there.
That's what be right now, yeah.
We've seen that before.
Right. You know, of all the things going on in the West and how the only spot that is locked in, I think, is the Thunder. The most interesting thing to me is 9, 10, 11. Because if you look at the beginning of the year and if you thought to yourself, where would you see the Dallas Mavericks, Sacramento Kings, and Phoenix Suns?
Yeah.
Where would you have those 3 teams?
They'd definitely be right in the middle of the Western Conference.
And now, with everything that's gone on with the trade of Luka and AD, the injuries in Dallas, AD now returning and they're looking pretty good. The trades that happened in Sacramento, losing De'Aaron Fox, getting Zach LaVine, and then Phoenix, who lost by what, 30, 40 points tonight? Kevin Durant went down, came back in the game, I guess, for a little while, but he's getting an MRI on an ankle, I believe. And that was to Houston, who's a team that's sitting in second right now. I said it, a few times throughout the year. I'll say it one more time with 8 games to go. Blow it up in Phoenix.
Blow it up, man. Sit them out for the rest of the season.
See what you can get for Devin Booker.
Ooh, send Devin out, huh?
Let Devin go. Let Devin go play for something. Kevin's going to want out anyway. Bradley Beal might be the best player on that team next year.
Devin might look real good in Denver.
Devin might look real good in a couple of places. He could wear the Denver colors. He could be in purple and gold. Devin Booker would have no shortage of suitors. But the Kobe connection, Devin, Luka, Bron, for 1 year only type shit. Because there's some money that can move this summer for the Lakers.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Put Devin with Ja.
Put Devin with Ja be nice.
Put Devin down in Houston with those boys. With a bunch of dogs. Put him down there in Dallas with Kyrie and AD.
Just don't put his ass up with the Clippers. Just don't do that.
No, just not that.
Just don't do that.
I'd rather have him in Seattle. I hope expansion comes soon. What year is that supposed to come? 2026, 28? What you got for shoe news this week, Doug?
Speaking of Devin Booker, bro, he gets the shoe of the week for me, bro. He dropped some Penny Hardaway inspired Phoenix colorway deep book ones. Fire. With a note saying thanks for the inspiration.
His colorways have been killing lately.
Yeah, man. Still, I gotta say it again. It's the hottest shoe in the league for me.
Did you see how Puma announced their high tops?
I did not. They bringing back the high top, huh?
They announced their high tops. It was a whole running commercial. It was about, people reaching higher and being higher. And to explain the high top from Puma, the song that they put together with this just innocent, unassuming commercial, it's because I got high by Afro Man.
I knew that was coming. Which
is
pretty solid, because I feel like all the shoes that have dropped with Puma are pretty high top.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the ones that drop, if you look at the basketball shoes, but if you go into a Puma, like I got a couple pairs, and like they're all like the chunky low tops.
Chunky lows are the way, man. Chunky lows are the way. I see.
All the basketball shoes for sure look like highs.
Yeah.
I think it was their running shoe or something though. Okay. In a little bit of entertainment news before we get to L's and Bully, I saw a couple of announcements for they're doing a Michael Jackson biopic. It's called Michael. And they've announced some of the cast for said biopic. So I wanted to tell you a couple of the dudes or people playing some of the people. Nia Long is Katherine Jackson. I think Halle Bailey is young Janet Jackson. What other ones did I see? Lorenz Tate will be playing Berry Gordy. Coleman Domingo, who's dope. But I've seen him in a couple of things. He was in Selma. He was in Lincoln. He was in Euphoria. Dope cat. He is playing Joe Jackson. And Michael Jackson will be played by Jafar Jackson, who I believe is Jermaine Jackson's youngest son. So obviously Michael Jackson's nephew. He'll be playing Michael.
Cool. Hey, it's probably gonna look like him.
It's kind of a little bit.
You know,
he looks like a Jackson.
Oh yeah, he can play white Michael too. Look at that.
Yeah, looks like a Jackson.
Look at that. He look like a Jackson. That's what's up, man. Shout out.
And then Gladys Knight also stamped Kelly Rowland as who she wants to play her in the story of her life.
I like it.
I like that casting too. I think that'd be cool.
Yep, she's the best Destiny's Child.
All right, who you got holding that L this week?
I could give my L to. Well, shit, we haven't done the show in about a week, 2 weeks. I got to give it to Steph Curry for his full court heave that everybody was crazy for.
You gave him an L for that?
I gave him an L. He missed. It was a missed shot. He missed that shit. Everybody thought it went in, but he just slapped the bottom of the net. Turned around, did his little Steph Curry shit, and went back to the locker room. You're holding the L, you missed.
Seeing is believing, man.
Yeah, he thought that shit was in. Went crazy. Everybody on the other side was like,
that's just funny.
He gonna take an L for
that. Hold that. My L is going to Sean Kingston and his mama. Did you see all that?
Or they're looking at some lengthy time.
20 years for fraud charges. acquiring luxury items like cars, jewelry,
Sounds
without
like they've
paying.
been frauding the whole system, huh?
Looks like it. The fucked up thing is his mom got arrested. She's still in jail. And he's on fucking house arrest until court. Like it's fucked up. But yeah, they can both hold that L. Here's
That's
the
a
mugs.
big
Here's the
L.
muggies. Here's the mugs.
That might be the L of the year.
And it's only March,
Damn.
so they got to hold that L for this week.
Damn. Sean Kingston.
Somebody call 911.
Also,
Was that him? Was that right?
that was an L for sure. What?
Was that his song? Did he do that song?
Which one?
That somebody called 911. You know how that shit go?
I believe so.
Sorry, fire burning on the dance
But
floor.
you know the one. You always
I'm not trying to get stuff.
beautiful girl.
Oh yeah, I know he does that one, but it's just 911, and now he's about to go to jail.
Also, in entertainment L, Selena's killer. Denied parole.
Good.
Stay your ass in jail.
Oh yeah.
Hold that.
Bully of the week.
Shit, we give it to Josh Giddey, half court heave to beat the Lakers. That was a good one.
That last 5 minutes of that game was wild.
It was crazy. Should have never been that close. Shout out Kobe White. He's a monster too.
He is.
Also, first round of March Madness. One of the refs, I don't remember the game, but one of the refs called timeout for a wet spot on the floor. Well, he only did that so the walk-on on the team could get some tick. Thought that was pretty dope.
I heard about that. That's dope.
Bully of the week.
Look at the referee getting bullied of the week.
Shout out.
We're so mature.
We never give love to refs, so man, I had to, bro. I had to. When I felt good about what a ref did, I had to put it on there.
I like the ref with the over-the-top reactions. I feel like that's how I'd be as a referee.
A little skip while you're calling a blocker foul.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I had some rhythm out there reffing. That's why that's part of the reason I've never done it.
Some Terry Crews shit.
It would just be my visceral reactions. Like if something's dope, it's gonna be dope whether I'm a referee or not. You know what I mean? I have no bias. If you're good, you're good. I'm gonna enjoy it. And then if I get a chance to make a call, I'm gonna make that call with at least a little bit of pizzazz.
Absolutely.
Gotta have a little pizzazz.
Gotta have some pizzazz.
They come to see the refs after all, don't they?
Never.
Man, my bully this week is gonna be a little spot called Michelle's and the Fits. It's this new spot I picked up a bar gig at, and I didn't have like this vision of what it'd be like going back into bartending because I was on that like year and a half and whatever change hiatus. But like, there could not have been a more perfect situation. Like from top to bottom, it's just like a group of the most wonderful people, man, and it's been a delight being a part of the squad over there. So I just wanted to shout them out, give them some love. Also, the food is crazy. Like everything on the menu is wild, so that's nice.
That's very nice, man. In a new spot. What was the name of it?
Huh?
What was the name of it?
Lachelle's is the name of the restaurant, and the Fitz is the bar side. That's the side that I work on.
Lachelle Fitz. Shout out.
Bully of the week. Also, they promoted me, so like that was cool too.
That is dope. Family.
I don't mind it.
Vibes.
I'm okay with that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, also, you know who else is a bully this week? My man Will Walker, as well as myself, because I may get the first peek of the actual full, whole, come to fruition Luka Doncic Mlada Koza shirt, which will be the third of this Mamba Combat series you see behind me. May get a look at that this week. And by look, I mean I may get that first prototype in your boy's hand.
It's going
And
down.
I also may be wearing something a little exclusive next week on the show. So stay locked for that.
Type shit.
Ooh, we cooking.
Also, shout out Bullies Cuts and Styles. Look us up on Google now and Booksy.
Ooh, it's Googleable.
It's
Now you can tell people it's Googleable.
Your boy stay Googleable. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, George Foreman.
Rest in peace, George Foreman. I'm working on getting the other website up and running again too. So
Oh yeah. Hell
that
yeah.
lot.
Big shit popping, man. Only way is up. So we leveling that way. This is recognized game.